Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to get right into the pick a card reading selection. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. 1, 2, and 3. I no longer live stream, nor do I offer free tarot besides my weekly uploads. Feel free to reach out to me directly if you'd like a private reading. Let's fade into pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. So let's get right into your message cards. We'll leave the tarot for last. So who is this someone different that's coming into your reality for pile number 1? It's a highly suggested topic. So let's get into the new love. Dear Sue, within a few months, you will meet someone different than the rest, someone who never raises his voice or hand at you, someone so safe you believe they are hiding something or someone, but they are not. They are in love with you is also something coming forth. So this could be somebody that you begin dating in a few months, okay, in a serious notion. I don't know why I feel like you may have already met this person for some of you guys, but this is someone different. This is someone new that you don't know. So let's get into the next one. Dear Stu, a mutual friend will introduce you to your... Sorry, somebody just messaged me some complete bullshit. It's so funny, but it's fine. I'll just leave it on red. Anyway, dear Stu, a mutual friend will introduce you to your new lover. They have been eager to meet you. They dressed up just to meet you. At first, they were going to stay home until they knew you were going to be there is also something coming forth. Let me put the flash on. Yeah, because guys, I'm getting old. I can barely see in the dark anymore. Dear Stu, we are friends, but I want more. I play on the sides like I do not care, when in reality I care deeply. I get so jealous that you want everyone else but me. Do you really see me as just a friend? I will confess, I am just scared to lose you. Do you feel the same? Is also something coming forth. So you could have a couple different options. It's almost like some of you guys already know this person. I was really hoping that I wouldn't get a reading like this, that it would just be about somebody completely new that you don't even know whatsoever. But if you guys are still playing around in cycles that are yet to be closed, then, you know, fuckery will happen and come up within the pick a card. Okay. Dear Stu, you'll meet someone who meditates deeply. This person is into at-home naked yoga. They are very clean. They eat very clean, and they love animals. This person is very emotionally sensitive and carefree. Take care of their heart. It took chaos to become this peaceful is also something coming forth. So right when somebody who's like a close friend of yours or something like that ends up like confessing their feelings or emotions towards you, you end up meeting somebody new. Okay? And I feel like this is like an encounter through this friend who actually has feelings for you, which is interesting for pile number 1. Dearest Stu, your next love you will meet online. You will seem like they will seem like everyone else you have dated, yet their soul is different. They are elevated beyond what you are used to. It is up to you to give them a chance. Swipe right is also something coming forth. So some of you guys who are taking note of like online dating and like wondering if you're going to meet somebody, you know, that could be something that comes up for you guys. For pile number 1, dear Stu, you will meet your next love interest at work. You will have to work together. As the days pass and chemistry builds, you both will have a moment at work. You guys are going to have a little bit of a couple different love stories coming into your life, and you're probably like, well, I'm kind of used to that. So it's almost like you kind of leave chapters like opened, but you think that it's closed, but they're like super open, that like people can kind of just jump back into like whenever. Even though you think that it's like completely closed, these people just really don't think that it's closed with you. Dear Stu, alright, continuing this moment will alter your work environment. You both will not care at first. Later on is a different story. So it's almost like once you end up like hooking up with this person at work, at first it kind of like seems bliss, like a really good balance, like everything you could have wanted. And then it starts to feel a little bit suffocating, like, what the fuck did I just agree to? What the fuck did I just do? What boundary did I just cross? Now I have no like room for me, or I have no energy for me, like that kind of energy. Okay, you guys are going to have a couple different love affairs over the next couple months. Dear Stu, Your new lover will cook meals for you. They will create the most tastiest of dishes, and yes, you will love it. This person is also into food play and wants to try new things in the bedroom that you have only heard of. So this person could be a little bit unique. They could like food play. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that scene from. I don't know if you ever heard of that movie Napoli Ever After or something like that with I call her Monica. I will always call her Monica from Love and Basketball. Blue energy is also coming forth. Blue, and right when I said Love and Basketball and I said blue, for some reason I thought of North Carolina for some reason. But anyway, so blue energy coming forth. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. It could be like somebody's hair color, okay, significantly, because I found out that it's not only women who dye their hair blue. Guys dye their hair blue too, okay? MGK, example 1. Okay. But like guys dye their hair blue too, so it could be that blue is a really strong indicator of like their characteristic of like what they have. So like their eye color could be blue, but I feel like that's so generic. I feel like it could be a higher chance for it to be like their hair, okay? Or for some of you guys, I don't know why I got Aquamarine and that movie Aquamarine when her nails change to the mood of like her mood or something like that. I don't know why I'm getting that energy too. For those of you guys who are males inquiring about females, this could be somebody who's kind of like moody. And I'm also getting what is it? I think it's like Sam Pilgrim, or what is it? And the journey of like the 7 X's or something like that. I don't know why I'm getting that too. And her hair was blue actually, and he kept talking about it. I don't know why I'm getting that. So I'm getting a little bit of like male female energy. Okay, so just take the energy how it resonates. But let's get into some love messages. Sorry about that. Well, it's not necessarily just love messages. It's just general shifts in your life that are going to occur when you end up meeting this person. Dear Stu, someone who admires your work wants to work with you. They believe you're a talented love spirit. This could also be like having a workplace romance with somebody, okay, as well, like what I was picking up earlier. Now, the next one you're getting is, Dear Stu, you'll make 3 times as much as you currently make now. You will have more money soon. Love spirit, also something coming forth. Next card that you're getting is, Dear Stu, your partner wants to move in with you. Will you ask them to? Love spirit. Now, I feel like this person is going to be really adamant on like wanting to progress with you, not wanting to make you feel like, oh, it's just, that's it. You guys live separately. You guys see each other every now and then. That's it. Like, they don't want you to feel comfortable. They feel like the moment that you feel comfortable, you disconnect in a way. Now, the next card that you get is, Dear Stu, unfortunately, you'll be famous. Love spirit. Some of you guys, I was getting a little bit of this. Some of you guys may be getting into like the modeling, acting world. You may end up, dating somebody who's like in PR or like a manager or like something like that of yours. Okay, which is like really common in that whole industry, just because that's who they feel the most comfortable with, or they Britney Spears it and just say, fuck it, I'm going to connect to who I want to connect with. You know what I mean? But pretty much everyone who liked Britney Spears ended up being like a psycho. Okay? Pretty much. Seriously. That's why she's like very paranoid about shit. Anyway, Dear Stu, unfortunately, you'll be famous. Love Spirit, she talks about this like in her interviews. Like, it's crazy. She didn't know that they were psycho. Anyway, some of you guys could be dealing with somebody who has a little bit of an interesting characteristic to them. Okay? And especially if they're in the entertainment and like creative artsy world, they're going to be a little bit different. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting Andy Warhol vibes. This person's a little bit unique, wants to be edgy as well, like wants to be like hipster-like, as I'm doing the air quotes. As you guys can see, I'm pretty old. Like, look at my veins in my hands. Like, I'm pretty old, guys. I'm almost 30. All right, so let's get into the... I have a feeling people aren't reading the message that I sent them. They're just they're just like responding like blatantly. Anyway, 10 of Swords energy coming forth in the upright position. Some of you guys are going to be putting an end to something, and it could, or somebody that you end up meeting is somebody who, look how blue her eyes are. What the fuck? But her eyes are like very blue. This person could also have piercings, especially female. Supposed to do something different with their hair, like a different hairstyle, a little bit edgy, alternative energy. Like grunge. I don't know why I'm getting that energy as well. But with the Ten of Swords, this is somebody that you ended things with, okay? Or this person that you meet, you ended up meeting them after 3 months after a breakup, with the Three of Pentacles energy coming forth. And also quick pregnancy or quick fertility could be adamant with the Three of Pentacles in this format and in this deck when it comes out. So it's almost like you end up meeting this person, you could end up getting pregnant pretty soon. This person ends up falling in love with you pretty fast as well, with the Two of Cups energy right beside the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like it takes this person like 3 weeks, maybe less, to fall in love with you. Okay, now with the Magician energy coming forth, this is the, okay, be careful because some things may not be as they appear, no matter how good it comes out or no matter how much you wish it to be as well, with the Magician card. And it's also an energy of manipulation, whether it's in the upright or in the reverse, it is an energy of manipulation. I also feel like somebody could have a really strong affinity towards this color. It's like a mint kind of, hold on, let me zoom into this. You could meet this person at work because I saw 858 on my timestamp, because remember I filmed the parts separately, so you guys aren't going to really get an accurate read of the timestamp. Then we also have this person could have tattoos as well. You see the belt here. I don't know why I feel like this person has an affinity for like moss green or like sea green blue-ish eyes as well. Could be significant. Even the background here are similar to those colors, which is interesting. I never noticed that before. Now let's get into the next one. You have the Three of Wands energy in the reverse. So this person is going to literally fall in love with you when you least expect it. And it's almost like this person is everything that you had wanted them to be, okay? Which makes you feel like, is this something that you can really trust? This could also be somebody who has a really big, like, blocked off energy, okay? This could be somebody who is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. It could be that you're meeting this person in one of those seasons, okay? Scorpio season, Pisces season. Water signs are like very common, I feel like. Water signs are very common to find, especially in spreads. Like a lot of my clients will have their significant others are usually water signs. And not really surprising, Virgo energy a lot too will like pop up, you know. It's like really common. I feel like the anomalies really are like the Aquarians. I don't really get a lot of like Aquarius males, you know, like people who inquire about Aquarius males. If anything, I get more like the Libra, the Gemini, but not really Aquarian. You know, you have to be born on that time frame. And sometimes that time frame isn't there every year. You know what I mean? So anyway, so let's get into the next one. You have the Queen of Wands. You're going to be attracting this person to you. And I do feel like this person, this person may have very blue eyes. And even though I was like really pinpointed on the female earlier, they only have a male here. And he has very blue eyes. And I normally don't really look at the eye color that much. Not in these cards. But for some reason, I'm really getting blue. I wish that I could really pick up here. But it's blue. Very much is. A little bit like that color in the back. Shit. A little bit like that color in the background there. Now, you're also getting Aries season. So possibly during Aries season, you could be meeting somebody with the Queen of Wands. Because you don't have to be Aries, Leo, Sag. You don't have to be to pick this. It could just be like the energy that you're embodying. Very feisty, very energetic, very outgoing, like a go-getter kind of energy as well. I'm also getting the Four of Cups energy coming forth in the upright, and I feel like this person is going to reach out to reconnect with you all of a sudden, or to connect with you all of a sudden. Like, this person's also going to show off with the way that they work as well for you, like to get your attention. Now, this is something when you're already focused, like on your pain here. Like, when you're focused on your pain, that's when this ends up coming in. Which is interesting. Most people are like, you gotta detach, you gotta heal yourself, love yourself. Okay? Sometimes some people come around, or you meet a person, you know what I mean? Just sometimes, if you're open to that. You know, I wasn't really open to love after my divorce until like maybe 2 years after that. You know, like it was pretty rough. But underneath the Magician card, and it wasn't because I still loved the other person, it was because I got hurt so bad, you know? But with the Empress card in the upright underneath the Magician, and now I'm just like in celibacy. Like I am on a dating app, but I'm no longer even caring at this point. The Empress card in the upright position, and some of you guys could be dealing with that too. That is emotions. Now, with the Empress card energy coming up in the upright underneath the Magician, some of you guys are going to be transforming your fucking life. Like, before you even reach this, like, this person, within this 3-week time frame, it's almost like you guys are going to be transforming something. Because, look, she goes from, like, wearing, like, these bare, like, clothes, like, basic necessities. I don't know, I'm getting that energy. And then, all of a sudden, this lavish luxe kind of, like, vibe here. Like, with the Empress. This could also be about quick pregnancy as well. High fertility with the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. Possibly a planned pregnancy for some of you guys. But of course, all my readings are for entertainment purposes. By no means am I guaranteeing medical, legal, professional advice anytime. You know this. If you don't, well, now you know. Now, underneath the Three of Wands energy, you have the Ace of Wands energy coming forth. With the Ace of Wands energy coming forth in the reversal, I'm trying to show you guys. Let me just pick it the fuck up. With it coming up in the reversal, it's almost like you're going to reject this offer that comes your way, and it's almost like perfect, but it's like you just don't want it. It's something about it that you just don't see it clicking with your future. It's almost like this person ends up, like you feel like this person ends up being like a decoy of some kind. I also feel like this could even be you rejecting somebody else from the past as well. Okay, like rejecting this person, like your past person, and also a new person is interesting because it's almost like you wanted that, but then you also, what ends up coming in for you, like career-wise, is what you want more for yourself. So it's almost like you're not willing to compromise a lot of yourself. Let's just say if you're an OnlyFans person. I'm not on OnlyFans. You can go ahead, try to look at me. I'm not on there. Okay? And, you know, some girls, they go on OnlyFans or whatever, and some guys really look down upon that, okay? They, like, lose respect for you, or some guys, they don't. Okay, some guys are like, yeah, whatever. Those are some guys. Okay, I feel like maybe this person would be the type of person to be like, listen, I need you to like not do that anymore, or like reel it in, or like stuff like that. And it would make it, you would have to compromise so much of like yourself, of like how you make your money. Let's just say if you are one of those high top performers on like OnlyFans or whatever. Just saying, I'm not saying that you are, but just saying. Let's just say you make like over 250 like K. Okay, a year, just minimum. Just posting basic shit. Yeah, it's a little bit relieving, but it's still not quite nude. Maybe you're putting like pasties, or maybe you're like, I don't know why I'm getting that energy. This person would still want you to pull out of that situation. Okay, so like this is where it leaves you in this dilemma to where you're like, do I choose myself, or do I choose to compromise in a relationship because this person makes me feel good? You know, and I see my future with this person. You know what I mean? So it's like, how much of yourself are you willing to compromise? You know, like, let's just say if there was a guy, right, that you were dating, and that person is a construction worker, but you just hate construction workers because a lot of times people sexualize construction workers. It's something that you don't think of, but they actually do. And a lot of time people sexualize cops, or a lot of times people will sexualize the military people. Okay, women will. Okay, so imagine if but you're probably like, but in a male environment, whatever, but imagine if there was a new receptionist or something like that ended up being, you know what I mean? Like, would you want your person to compromise and be like, listen, I need you to find a different position or different job, like, or something like that? Would you even be willing to ask that person that question? Or would you take it back because it's a dude and he's a construction worker? You know what I mean? So, like, it's about like compromise, how much you're willing to compromise. So this person comes in and you click very well, everything's very like great, but it's almost like there's a part of you that has this really, really big dream. Like, this could be even like, let's just say like a big dream everybody has a different version of their big dream. Okay, some people might think their big dream is owning a car wash in their small town. Okay, they think that's a huge dream. And they like, damn, this could like really change things. And it could change things for them and their lineage and stuff like that on a smaller scale. But still, it would change, okay? But I don't know why I feel like it's a pretty big dream. So like, what if you were trying to like get casted for something in particular, and you end up getting casted for something, and you end up having to choose between this new person versus what you really, really want and what you've always wanted. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe for pile number ones, especially with the Four of Cups, this complacent kind of energy. Then you got these plans that you're manifesting here with the Three of Pentacles underneath. You have the Queen of Wands. All right, and it's almost like you're willing to sacrifice. It's almost like you have to put an end to a lot of things of yourself with the Ten of Swords energy in order to satisfy this King of Cups in the upright as well, which you might not be like 100% with. It's almost like you see your future being different or doing something different. All right. But that's what I get for pile number ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you would like a private reading with me, because that's the only way that I'm offering readings now, they are significantly lower. So 20 minutes is now $30, 30 minutes is now $40, and that's my maximum. I'm not filming over 30 minutes. I apologize. And I do charge overtime now as well, okay? If I end up going over 30 minutes, I will send you an invoice for like the added questions, okay? But that's only if you go over by like 5 minutes of like, you know, a 30-minute read. It's okay to go over by 5 minutes, but if I'm sitting there and I'm still having to answer your questions and it's 10 to 15 minutes later and boom, you got an extra 15-20 minutes for free, it cuts through my bottom line. You know what I mean? So I have to be a little bit aware of that. But besides that, feel free to check it out. I'm no longer going to be live streaming, like I said, but I am going to be uploading content weekly, and I'll be available every single day for personal readings. I do offer same-day delivery, but it's going to be an added $20 for same day. If not, you guys can wait 24 hours for reading. That's fine. Most psychics on here, you have to wait literally 2 weeks, okay, to even get scheduled, sometimes even a week. And then sometimes they'll do it instantaneous, and you may or may not get picked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different things that happen, or they may or may not go on, like so many different things. I'm just asking for 24 hours, guys. So I don't feel like that's a lot to ask for. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this pick a card reading, and good luck on your journey, because it looks like you're manifesting these really beautiful new beginnings, and also including like love in there too, and it could be happening pretty fast. Just picking up a lot of fire sign energy, and fire sign energy just in general about the speed of the situation is something happening pretty fast. If you're wanting to know how long it's going to be before you meet this person, possibly within a 3-week time frame. I'm not getting 3 months. I'm getting more of like 3 weeks for some of you guys. But that's what I'm picking up. Bye for now. Hello, my pile number twos. Welcome, welcome. So you guys picked Bloodstone. I don't know why I feel like this person could be a phlebotomist. Because Bloodstone, you're probably like, oh, duh. But no, actually, it helps regulate your circulation. Well, that's what it says. It helps regulate your circulation. That's what it says on there, okay? It's not in my fucking head. It's really what it is. It helps regulate. I'm anemic, you know, and stuff. So I like having this. And it's also known as, like, for those of you guys who are Christian, this person that you might encounter might be Christian as well, okay? Because this stone is actually in correlation with Christ and the blood that was shed in Calvary for the crucifixion. So that is a very powerful stone, okay? Anyway, so a little history behind that. So maybe this person's very, like, I don't know why I'm getting air sign energy, but let's get into it, okay? Let's begin with your new love messages. You guys didn't get a lot of love messages that came out. I tried to shuffle, and it just, these are the only 2 that came out. This person is the same age as you, okay? Now, you're also getting Dear Stu, I will write you poetry and sing you my favorite songs. I will even rap a bit too. I love to dance. I also love concerts. I hope you will accept my invitation to come with me to see one of my favorite performers live. It would mean a lot if you like them too. I don't know why I feel like somebody's going to invite, like, maybe you're not used to, like, a female taking lead with that, or like buying like concert tickets or planning events or stuff like that. That could be something that you're planning, like that's going to be coming up for you. Like this person will invite you to like a lot of events or like different things and get you kind of like included with life again, like a lot less secluded. Maybe you're used to relationships where the minute that you get into a relationship, you're like, sayonara, hermit mode. No, we don't go out anymore. No, we don't do this anymore. We don't do that anymore. No, we don't do that. You know what I mean? You go into hermit mode, and there's nothing wrong with going into hermit mode with your person if that's something that you like to do. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe you had a little bit of a clash with that where you were like, I don't really want to be indoors all the time. Like, I don't want to be inside all the time. Maybe you didn't have a Taurus moon. You know what I mean? So, like, let's get into it. And let's see. Because Tauruses, they can make their house into, like, a wonderland for themselves. They will make it very comfortable for themselves. So, like, anything that they need, they don't really, like, that's just what they do. Anyway, so let's get into the shifts deck. That's why a lot of people tend to love to marry people who have Taurus placements in their chart, okay? The person that you're inquiring about could have an earth sign, elemental aspect in their chart, because I tend to think Taurans are like the Aquarius of earth signs, okay? That's how I like to depict it as, all right? But let's get into the shifts deck. And like Cancerians are like the water sign version of Aquarian, you know what I mean? Like, you have to really like go into it to see like, damn, like that's, the things that Cancerian can do, it's what an Aquarius would do if they were more in touch with their emotions. Like, it takes a lot for me to cry. I have to feel really distraught, okay, for me to cry. All right, but I do cry. I cried earlier today, all right? But anyway, so let's get into the next one. Dear Stu, congratulations. You have been blessed with a healthy baby girl. You will soon be blessed abundantly, love spirit. This person could have a child already, maybe like a daughter already. I don't know why I'm getting like this person has it already. Or if this person doesn't have a child, this could be that you're destined to have a daughter with this person. Dear Stu, you will have an increase in business, more clients, and more work. Your work is noticed as well as your growth. Love spirit, this person could find out about you through your work. Let's just say if you like are a hairstylist or like the best barber or like whatever, this person will like, listen, like I like the way you cut my boy's hair or whatever, and you guys end up talking and you guys end up like linking up. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that energy, and I don't know why I feel like this person's very fun, even though the way I described them with the crystal made them sound like super strict and things like that. But I really don't feel like they're super strict. I feel like they just have a really strong like moral basis to them. Like, they know what they fuck with and they know what they don't, okay? As I'm doing that, Words with Friends just sent me an email with an 8-ball on there. I don't know why. So pool might be significant for some of you guys for pile number 2. All right. Dear Stu, be careful, or like games or like intricate mind games. And you're probably like, oh, great. Oh, great. Dear Stu, be careful with the home you choose online. It looks nothing like the pictures you were catfished of spirit. This could also be careful with the people you choose online. You were catfished. Okay, especially when it comes up in love. I was catfished only one time. He put his picture on there from 10 years ago. He did not look the same. He did not look the same. I just stared at him. And I was like, okay. I felt I was like, okay. I was like, all right. This was a little bit after my divorce when I started like really online dating, and I was like, Tinder this, fucking Bumble this, all that shit, Dear Stu, you'll receive an unexpected blessing from a distant. But my thing is, I didn't FaceTime before. You know what I mean? I didn't like talk on the phone before. I didn't, like those kind of things. Dear Stu, you'll receive an unexpected blessing from a distant relative. This could come as a form of inheritance or a trust fund. Love spirit. Some of you guys could be getting blessed like with inheritance or like a trust fund for pile number 2s. Some of you guys could also be like, I don't know why I feel like when this person ends up coming into your life, it's not like you need them. It's like you genuinely just want them. So let's just say like you finally got that funding that you wanted for your business, or you finally got that student loan that you needed to excel your career and to maybe have a little bit of extra backing. It's like something about you being really balanced and level-headed and like not even needing this person. Like, let's just say if you were like, damn, like I really needed a co-signer for this car, or like I really needed for that, and just like you're not going to need that anymore. Like when this person comes up, it's going to be the matter of like wanting to be with this person or not. It's not in the matter of like need or like comfort, or like it's a matter of just like genuinely just wanting to be with them. I don't know, I'm getting that energy as well. Okay. This person, again, green is a very wealthy stone as well. All right. But dear Stu, someone will try to get violent with you. You are not the one. They will lose. Love spirit. Damn. So somebody fucked around with the wrong Tauran, most likely, or an Aries. Jeez. All right. Like, what the fuck? All right. But for some reason, I feel like somebody came really strongly at you. And I don't know why people think that you're like really docile or like you won't hit them back, but you very much will. And you won't even give them a contingent. Like you won't even Have you guys ever seen that? Damn. I wonder if I can play it real quick. Hold on, let me pause it. All right, guys, I found it. I know I need to fix my phone. Hold on. Let's. Hold on, I received. You gotta see the whole thing. Damn it. You really do, because like that shit is hilarious. Sorry, I get like 20 notifications when people just send me one message. Let me put it on Do Not Disturb really quick. It's so funny. I sent my clients my updated pricing, and they're like, "You deserve it. You work so hard." And I'm like, "Did you even click on the link? Did you see that I significantly dropped my prices by 60%? Did you see that?" I'm like, anyway. So let's get into this again, okay? For those of you guys who are like, damn, 60%? Yeah, I'm so sick of just waiting all day and then going live stream. I want to book out. I want to like have people who book. So that's my goal. So let's get into this. Alright, sorry guys, I had to take a moment and just kind of laugh, okay? Anyway, so it's almost like somebody tries to confront you, somebody tries to like really come at you, and I feel like they are really going to lose, alright? And that's literally what I saw in my mind was that Bernice clip, okay? Sorry, I just had to pause it right there because I was just laughing because when it's in your mind and then you see it in real life and it's even better, it's fucking hilarious. Anyway, so let's get into it's fake. That show's fake anyway. South Beach towing, like it's hilarious. But people are like that in Miami. That's the funny part. People are like that in Miami. Anyway, Queen of Cups energy coming forth. All right, all Southern hospitality goes out the window when you go to Miami. They're like, Southern hospital, huh? I'm like, like this shit doesn't matter in Miami. All right, so Queen of Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, bad bitches, welcome. Okay, now this is also about you intuitively feeling or having an intuitive inclination about this person, okay, prior to meeting them. You could also be meeting this person during one of those seasons, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancerian season. This does not have to be your sign necessarily, but you definitely want to look into your chart whenever you're getting a love read, because you want to focus on, your moon placement, as well as your 7th house, all right, and your Venus placement as well. It all plays into like your love life and how it's really gonna, come about. 7th house is a really interesting house to like get into. Avoid 8th house a little bit, because 8th house gets really fucking depressing and kind of scary, especially if you got a Gemini in that shit, like me. Okay, not everybody has an 8th house. All right, so like, shit can get kind of scary. It'll tell you in your chart, like if you're able to see spirits or if you're not, like it'll show you, like it really will. And anyway, so like with the Queen of Cups energy, for those of you guys who have Gemini in your 8th house, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, so the next one that you're getting is the Sun card, okay? Damn, there is somebody who was picturing having sex with you in many different ways. And I've never noticed that in these, like, it's almost like this person pictures growing old with you and having sex until the very end of days. Like, look at this. This is the erotic fantasy tarot, guys. I'm not really, I only use it for special occasions, but, look at his hair there, right? And then he looks older there. And then, okay, well, maybe let's put that over to the side a little bit. But it's almost like this person's also going to have a very nice body. I want you to know that, okay? Like, you are going to have somebody who's about to match what you bring to the table. Bobo. Okay, I feel like this person's gonna have a very nice body. I also do feel like whether female or male, okay, which is coming about, getting a lot of strong Leo energy throughout that Sun card being vibrant. This person's gonna make their feelings for you very clear. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this person like blows up your social media or some shit. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that. Like, to make it really clear how they feel about you. This is somebody who maybe you already. Why are you here? You know somebody's already damn in love with you. You're like a walk-in love spell. For pile number 2s, look at this. She holding the cup, and then she also, this is not right, okay? And it's not fair, but it is fair because it's your energy, and that's what you reincarnated with, and that's fine, okay? But I do feel like I really feel like somebody very much falls in love with you. I don't feel like this is new. This is not a new person. This is not a new person. I'm sorry. There's no way. Unless this person falls in love with you literally at first sight. And I've never done a reading like that where I'm like, oh, this person falls in love with you at first sight. Da, 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 da. I never believe, because I don't necessarily believe in that. Okay? Even though it did happen to me when I was 3, but who falls in love when they're 3, right? And I guess I did. So let's get into the next one you have. The Hangman energy coming forth in the reversal. Oh, I see what's happening here. Yeah, this is not somebody new. I'm sorry. This is definitely not somebody new. This is somebody that you already know, okay, that you've been holding out for, but you would like, and you're observing, maybe keeping your eyes out there and being like, you know, I like him. I like him too. He like me. I'm his boo. What is that song called? I Like Him by Princess Nokia. Which I heard that her whole career got fucking drowned. Like, it literally, like, drowned because of, I guess Ariana Grande stole something that she had made that was similar to Seven Rings. And you can look this up. It's, like, a real thing. Like, it's not fake news. Like, it's a real thing. I found this out from, like, one of my Uber passengers whenever I was Ubering. And she just, I just found out the most unique things whenever you're an Uber driver. You really do. You find out the most about people when you're an Uber driver. But, like, this woman, she was like, you know what, though? She was with this guy, and I felt really bad for this boy because he was looking at her, and he was so in love with her. And I knew it. You know what I mean? I knew it. And she went inside because they had, like, a mini stop, and she went inside. Just a little side story. She went inside, and I had, like, 2 seconds to talk to the guy, and I was like, hey, so, she's your girlfriend, right? I knew she wasn't. But I was like, she's your girlfriend, right? He was like, no, but you think so? Do you think she really likes me? She says that she doesn't want to because she's waiting for this one guy. And da da da. I was like, listen. I said, you look like a fine young gentleman. I said, you could probably connect with somebody else who's going to give you the energy that you're reciprocating out. I said, not me, but somebody else. Anyway, I was like, somebody else. Who's a lot more sane emotionally and knows that that's what you want. He was a very young guy. What am I going to do with the young? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a very young guy. It's like, I don't know, like 18 or 19 or some shit. Can't even drink, let alone get discounted car insurance. Okay. And I'm just looking at him, and this girl comes back in, and she, like, literally treats him like a pet. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is she doing? And I was thinking, I can't judge her. I'm just here to drop her off. But I was judging her. Okay, I really was. Because I don't think that it was fair to him. Okay? Because it just wasn't fair. But anyway. But nothing's fair in love and war, right? That's what people say. Nothing's fair in love and war. But it should be. But it isn't. Anyway, so with the Justice card, as I say that, nothing's fair. Look at the fairness coming right out. So it's almost like because you want to make the right decision and maybe you don't want to be invested in like another connection or something like that, you end up holding out for somebody else, okay? This person could have Libra or Scorpio within their chart with the Justice card coming forth in the upright position. But it's almost like you're holding out for exactly what you want. Something about your legs, too, could be a standout factor. Maybe you find people just staring at your legs, and maybe you get really insecure about it. But they actually like your legs. Okay? Like, I didn't wear shorts until I was fucking... What? I was like 20? I didn't wear shorts. I just started wearing shorts like 8 years ago. Okay? So, and I don't even wear them all the time. I only sleep usually. So, not really many people see my legs. So I get it if you're like insecure about it, okay? But with the Two of Swords energy coming up right underneath that Queen of Cups, you could get two different options presented to you, but your intuition is screaming something different. And it could be other people telling you, like, drop that person, whatever, but your intuition is screaming something different, okay? My water sign energy, and that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house placements. Now, the Ace of Swords, and you're probably like, why so many? This is a generalized collective reading, okay? This is not personalized. You didn't tell me your Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm sitting here. I'm tapping into your frequency. Half of you, I don't know, okay? So, so you gotta give me some kind of fucking room. So, underneath the Ace of Cups energy, you have the Page of Swords. A lot of sword energy, a lot of quick confirmations, a lot of quick energy, a lot of quick conversations. It screams out air sign energy, honestly. A lot of Gemini-based energy, a lot of duality, okay? With the Two of Swords, okay? Getting a lot of air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay, in particular Gemini and Libra. But let's get into the Hangman. Underneath the Hangman, you have the Emperor. This person, it's like, even when you want to move on, it's like this person has a hold on you or some shit. And you know that this person does. This person could have Aries, Capricorn, or Tauran in their chart. With the Emperor. It doesn't have to be. This could be a time frame when they're coming in to assert their dominance. Could be Aries season. Now, underneath the Justice card, you're getting the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe you were holding out on this person to finally make some kind of decision to marry you or some shit, or to really solidify things and to honor you like the way that you wish to be honored, because the 10 of Pentacles is not... Look at the bride. They're preparing her. They're preparing her. They're washing her body, like old-timey. As well. And I also feel like one of their siblings could be your bridesmaids. Somebody here could be born in the year of the pig. As well. This is definitely somebody in a leadership position or is your boss, okay? Potentially. This is definitely somebody in a leadership position or just owns the reality in a way. May have really nice bone structure, but an odd nose, which is interesting. I don't mean odd, but just different. I don't know why I'm getting this energy. I looked directly at the old man's nose and I was like, but a different type of nose. And this is definitely coming in pretty soon for you guys. Not as fast as pile number one, but pretty soon. And it's coming in. It's almost like things are literally, even when you... Some of you guys may be really strong at manifesting things into your reality. It's like where you can be guided to and pinpointed to like where you need to be, or the money comes in just when you need it to, or sometimes you get little life lessons where maybe you had to pay a late fee, but you still get the money, but maybe you had to pay a late fee or something like that, but you still are able to keep up with certain things. It's like, where you're being put in your place. Like you can't control everything. You're not God, like that energy. But you are created in the image of him. So you are able to manifest certain things and to call forth things and to ask for what you desire and for it to be given to you and to be still and to know that you shall receive it. Okay? This person is very Christian. Whoever this guy is, very Christian, tapping into the Christ consciousness. That frequency of being a little bit more enlightened and trying to enlighten everybody else around you. But I don't feel like this person is super controlling. It's interesting because he's not coming around in the reversal. The Emperor's not coming around the reversal. So I feel like this person's not super controlling, but they're assertive, if that makes sense. Like they're direct. Like if they say, no, I don't want this, but they're willing to be like, well, why do you want this? Like they need some kind of just reason. Like how an emperor is like, no, this is my ruling, but then maybe somebody like in the court will be like, oh, but Saya, if I may speak, or some shit, hopefully not Littlefinger, but somebody's like, oh, if I may speak, hopefully it's like, his name starts with a T, and he's not Targaryen, he's Tyrion or Tyrion. He's one of my favorite characters, and his whole family thinks like he's like a monster or whatever, but he ends up being like the hand of the queen. Damn, I think his name's Tyrion. Lannister. Anyway, so for some reason I'm getting like, but he has, it's almost like if somebody comes to him logical with like a really good like basis on something, like Tyrion, like he'll come to you and be like, listen dude, like you can't be doing stuff like this, but he'll say it in a way where it's like, you got to get your head on straight, it's going to cause like this and this to happen. He's like the smartest of the Lannisters, and the Lannisters are pretty fucking conniving, but they're hella intelligent. Okay, there's a reason why they got their position of powers. Okay, I'm speaking of the Game of Thrones, okay, for those guys who've seen it. This person could also be really into Game of Thrones as well, or like dragon energy, a lot of that coming through, okay? This person could have been really into reading, like a lot of folklore and a lot of mythology, but their basis, like who they are, is Christianity, but they find it really interesting to find out about different things. It's almost like they want to, they're studying mythology to prove their basis right on like what they believe, and every time they read a book, it's like everything's interconnected with like what they believe. Foundation of like what they believe too. And I feel like that is it's almost like with the way that you are naturally, you could be like a little bit more spiritual based, but like the way that you are naturally collides with this person very well. Like this person understands you more than a traditional Christian would, or like a traditional spiritualist would. And the both of you guys will end up having a lot of showers together. So this isn't about, I don't really feel like this is about somebody new. I mean, if you're probably like, well, I don't know anybody like this. Some of you guys, this could be a little while. It's almost like certain things have to take place in your Akashic records, regardless of what you manifest, which is what I was getting into earlier, but I got a little bit sidetracked there. About you like manifesting things, but being taught a little bit lesson, like, listen, it's not your time yet, but this is what we're going to get because you are catching on to like what you're already destined for, so I'm going to throw you a bone. Like, it's not your Audi A5 or it's not your Mercedes or whatever you want, but here's a Honda, and it's got a pretty dope torque, and it's got like pretty dope this or whatever, you know what I mean? And if you can take care of this, then that means that you're gonna be able to take care of like, you know, the Audi or the whatever that you're gonna end up like elevating to, because there's a lot of elevation energy throughout this, and a really strict balance about being each other's equal in the relationship as well, with the Justice card energy underneath the 10 of Pentacles. And this is what makes you feel like you're already spiritually married to this person. But definitely this pile is marriage. So you don't necessarily get anybody different for this pile, I'm so sorry, but I feel like you already knew that. But I feel like you're kind of just on that path, you know. But that is what I'm receiving for pile number 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry it wasn't anybody like different or anybody new or anybody, you know, like that. But what comes through is what comes through, okay? If you do want a private reading with me, feel free to book on my site. All of my prices are significantly lower, guys. So like 20-minute reads are now $30. 30-minute reads are now $40. Only if you want same day delivery, that's where it gets a little bit pricey, to like where you have to add on the $20 add-on for that. If not, you get it within 24 hours, which is still pretty fast in comparison to some other psychics who do private readings. It's usually delivered same week or maybe a couple days or things of that nature, you know. So I feel like 24 hours isn't that bad to ask for, as far as a little bit of leniency there, you know, so I can plan and coordinate it perfectly. So let's just say, for instance, if I'm already working on something, if I'm already cleaning or organized, somebody comes in, and, no, I'm sorry, not comes in, somebody like calls, not calls, please don't fucking call me, like somebody like texts me, or like, you know, a voice memo that's under a minute, Lord have mercy, please, guys, I just put my real number out there, not my business line number, so I'm hoping that it's a little bit respectful, okay? Because if not, I'm just gonna put on do not disturb, and I'm gonna be the asshole who ignores you till the morning, and that's fucked up, okay? So like, yeah, just, you know, just feel free to text me if you want, to know if like, oh, hey, are you available for same day delivery today or whatever. But let's just say I'm already busy doing something and you wanted a reading that's like 30 minutes, okay? But then let's just say Rebecca, I don't have a client named Rebecca, but let's just say Rebecca, okay, like wants a reading like a couple days after, okay? Not a couple days after, like she books like a reading like a couple hours after. So that means that I would set up, close up, then set up again, versus, okay, I'll just get it delivered to you by 1 p.m. I'll start recording at 9, and then I'm able to record 30 minutes for you, then the 30 minutes for her, get them both sent out at that time. You see how things just like go into a little bit more of an organized manner, instead of, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I have to do that, I have only like an hour to deliver. That's fucking insanity for $20. I'm sorry, okay? But feel free to book on my site. I'm always available. All right. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, bye for now. Hello, pile number 3s. Welcome, welcome. Last but not least, so you guys picked Amethyst. For some reason, I feel like when you sleep next to this person, your dreams are heightened. Normally, I'll say that the amethyst is a super psychic stone. It creates like psychic awareness, it helps you type into your spiritual abilities. But I feel like this person and you are able to amplify each other's energy. Okay, so like whatever spiritual gift that they have, they amplify your spiritual gifts. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's amethyst. Whenever you pick amethyst, it's a very spiritual stone. So whether you believe you're spiritual or not, you very much, your energy encompasses that. Okay, if not, you wouldn't have picked this pile. All right. But let's get into the different messages. So you guys got a bunch of different new love cards, okay? But let's get into it. And then you also have some shifts, so some significant shifts that could be coming your way when you meet this different individual, someone different. Pile number 2, I felt so bad because I didn't really get anybody different. Average looking is also something something coming out first. So this person could be not like, oh my God, like they could just be average looking, okay? Dear Stu, I was busy with my own journey when I saw you. Looking at you for the first time felt like there was a spotlight only on you. Everything and everyone felt so dim in comparison. How do I say hello? This person was intrigued and starstruck by you the moment that they encountered your energy. Okay? The name Anthony could be significant for some of you guys because I'm looking up at my Roku. And it says Anthony's right there. And it's a hair salon. Okay? And I've never seen that on my Roku little screensaver. Usually they'll have like, but this is actually encompassed like in this town that they have. That's why I like just letting it play whenever I do reads. But anyway, so this person could be a hairstylist. It doesn't have to be. Or this person could be really into style or how they perceive. Like, even though they're average looking, they're like, listen, even though I'm average looking, my hair is always going to be straight. I'm always going to be groomed. Like, I'm going to make sure I'm a solid fucking 7.5 or an 8. And to make sure I'm like solid, like even though they have this realization that they know that, like, they're not all that or whatever, but I feel like they still take care of themselves. Dear Stu, I can't believe I saw you again. I thought with the time and distance you wouldn't recognize me, yet you did. I hope you call or message. I would love to see you again. I want to see now that we are both free if we are meant to be or if we're both lonely. So this could be somebody that you may, even though it is about somebody different, this could be somebody that you have already met prior that you end up re-encountering when they are kind of different, when their energy is already different. Like maybe when you first encountered them, you were in high school and they were in a relationship and you were in a relationship and you guys kind of flirted, but nothing like really happened or anything like that. And you guys parted, you went your separate ways. This person built their own life, went through their own situations. You built your own life, went through your own situations. And then you guys kind of like meet up in person, maybe even run into each other. And I don't know, I'm getting gym energy as well. As I fucking look up Under Armour, number 1, and the basketball. You see, Under Armour, number 1, there's basketball, stuff like that. At tennis, this person could be very active, okay? Alright, but let's get into it. The next one that you're receiving is, Dear Stu, your cycle with your previous lover is not yet over. Although you truly think it is, be patient. One mask may look like another, yet the soul's design is crafted and labeled unique. You will not find another them, and they will never find another you. So you may end up encountering somebody who looks a lot like them, or acts a lot like the person that you really want. But this person and you are not quite over yet. When you end up encountering this different person, or somebody who I even though I don't feel like it's somebody different, I feel like this is someone different than the person that you're concentrated on, but you have met them before, so it's not entirely somebody new, okay? But let's get into the shifts deck. And you're probably like, well, why did they even come up? Because you're focused on them and somebody new and what you were wanting to do in your life, so it all comes in like jumbled like that. Dear Stu, you'll be going on a short trip soon. Pack light, not much is needed, is also something coming forth. For some reason, I feel like I'm getting like a lot of smog, a lot of smoke energy. This person could like be into like smoking and stuff. But I also do feel like when you travel, there could be kind of like a smog. I don't know why I'm getting like, how do I say this without fucking sounding crazy? Fog. But smog, how do I describe it? It's really common in Florida, but for some reason I'm getting like it's smog. It's not fog, like not super thick. It's like smog. Damn. Just Google it. Lord have mercy. Dear Stu, you will soon discover money destined for you, hidden from you. You will have proof. Love, Spirit. Okay. This is going to be when you're going to be meeting this person. It's going to be what's going to be happening when you meet this person. So you may end up discovering some money that was destined for you, whether that's a 401k or like a refund or a credit that you had somewhere or something like that. Okay, another indicator. And then an indicator could also be that you're going to end up going on some kind of short trip, and it could be like a weekend journey or something of that nature, to like where you end up encountering them. Dear Stu, you will get a notification from them soon. This will be something public, like a public like on a post or even a Woman Crush Wednesday post. Love, Spirit. And this person will want to like add you right away, speak to you right away. Dear Stu, you will soon win a prize unexpectedly. Jackpot. Love, Spirit. Also something coming forward. So some of you guys may end up, and I'm also getting like discover energy. You guys could get approved for a discover card, and you're probably like, well, who is it? Anyway, so dear Stu, you will soon win a prize unexpectedly. Jackpot. This could also be like something that you never thought was ever going to happen. You're like, what in the world? How did this even happen? Like that kind of energy. And you're like, this is like a 1 in a million time of thing that kind of like happens, like that kind of energy. To like where it's not quite serendipitous, where it's not kind of like a coincidence, where it's almost like, damn, like, were we really just coming to the same place at the same time, or doing this at the same place at the same time? And we had no idea that we were attracting each other? Like, you know, like that kind of energy. Now, the next one that you're getting is Dear Stu. This could also be monetary value, that you could end up winning like a really big monetary like value for some of you guys who are playing like the lotto and stuff like that. Dear Stu, the truth will be revealed in conversation. It's very rare that will happen, but you know, still. They will change a notation in a story that they've told you before. Do not call them out, Love, Spirit. So this person will end up like... This could even be somebody from the past who ended up telling you the story before but forgot that they told you it. They end up repeating it, and they end up adding some like extra things, or they end up like doing all this stuff where you're just like, damn, what really happened? Like, why aren't you being straight up with me? Like, I kind of already know what happened, but did you lie to me back then? Are you telling me the truth now? Or are you continuously lying to me? Like that kind of energy. And it's almost like take a second to take a moment, okay, to like just really digest what they're saying to you. Now you're also getting Dear Stu, let's get married today. I do not want to wait. I want you forever and a day. Let's have a private wedding, just you and I. Love them is also something coming forth. This could also be somebody who wants to progress fast in the relationship, or somebody who wants to really lock it down and solidify the connection that you're in once they see that you've moved on as well. There's a little bit of pile number 2s coming up in pile number 3. Dear Stu, you will soon be tipped generously at work. This is for an exceptional job well done. Love, Spirit is also something coming forward. So when all of this happens and occurs, you know, probably not all in the same day, but very much in synchronicity, is when you're going to be able to like meet this person or gravitate towards this person again as well. But let's get into the tarot. 4 of Swords in the reversal. Maybe you've been really restless over finding somebody because maybe you've been rejected in the past, or maybe you've had some adverse reactions that have happened. And I feel like finally somebody who rejected you in the past, who can't stop thinking about you, is going to be gravitating back towards you as well. This could also be somebody who lied to you in the past is now finally going to be telling you the truth about something. Getting like Batman energy for some reason. And it's almost like somebody's disappointed. It's like somebody, well, not even disappointed. It's almost like somebody feels guilty for winning. I'm just really paying attention to the horse here. Horses are interesting creatures. Sorry. The 10 of, I just got really to the eyes and I was like, is that an undead? Or, anyway, the 10 of Wands in the upright. This person could also be very strong, may lift very heavy things, okay? This person and you may have had periods of resistance over and over and over again, to like where you go into this circle of maybe talking to other people, dating other people, and then this person comes back in a little bit more solidified as well, with the 6 of Pentacles energy coming forth. Now you're also getting the Page of Wands energy coming up right underneath that 4 of Wands in the reversal. This really strongly signifies something happening very fast and somebody communicating with you very fast. Once their mind kind of gets jumbled, this could even be like a 4-week time frame of you being in separation with this person. So definitely in regard to somebody you already know, that it's been kind of like a trying situation. Now underneath the Page of Swords in the reversal, the liar. You have the Page of Pentacles in the reversal. This could also be you who ends up telling them a story that they remember you telling them, and it turns out that you may be the liar, okay? So just understand that. And I understand if you want to dislike the video, you know, whatever at this point. So let's get into the Six of Wands. You have the Strength card energy coming forth. I think only like 10% of my, not even like I think like 5% of my subscribers actually purchase readings from me. So like I don't really, if you don't like the video, it's cool. Okay. So underneath the 10 of Wands, you're getting the Wheel of Fortune energy. This person has been so resistant to changing with you, so resistant to facing the obstacles with you, so resistant, and is very prideful and very egotistical about like your relationship. Underneath the Six of Pentacles, I feel like you and this person, damn man, this is a little bit depressing. I'm so sorry. This is a little bit depressing. It's almost like you have to play the waiting game with this person. This person is going to be in and out of your reality. Even though you're going to be meeting somebody different, you're still going to be like in and out with this person, giving them time after time after time after time. Okay? And waiting for them. Damn, this is depressing. Let me pull out some more cards for y'all because this is depressing. Let's get into it. So yeah, this person disappointed you time and time again. It gets more depressing. Five of Cups energy coming forth in the upright. And then you're also getting the Four of Pentacles, and you waited for this person. Like you secluded your own energy, you didn't connect with anybody else sexually, everything like that. And you waited for this person with the Temperance card coming through, and you're probably like, okay, but what's going to happen? You're going to continuously hyperthink about this person, go into hermit mode about this person. Okay, and I feel like this person's going to end up wanting to be a part of your reality, but in a weird way. It's almost like they're betraying you, which is going to cause you to, it's almost like this person in your life is extraordinarily karmic. This isn't necessarily a soul-mating connection with all this. Like, look what it ends with, the fucking Tower card, her pregnant, and a Tower card still left alone. Like, she looked badass right here. You know what I mean? Abs and everything. And then all of a sudden she's pregnant. Like, what the fuck? And he's the purpose for all this destruction. Literally, with the guy in the sky is the huge dude and like all the destruction. Like, it's crazy. It looks like a statue burned too, and like really interesting energy happening here. Okay, and that's the Tower card. So it's almost like something significant ends up happening, a significant betrayal, to like where you are like, I'm fucking done with this person. And you end up kind of being alone a little bit, possibly with your children, for some of you guys who do have children. But there's a part of you that's still left uncertain because you feel like, oh, they're my moon and my sun, they're my sky. This screams like twin flame, karmic kind of like energy. I do not want a twin flame. Everybody says, oh, everybody has one. No, that's a lie. I'm sorry. Not everybody has one. Okay, but in this case, this person definitely is your twin flame. All right, I don't want a twin flame. I don't want to have to learn with that person, have to go through all these fucking karmatic situations all the time. I want it to be peaceful. Okay, I really do. And you have the choice to want that as well. You're probably like, well, why can't it be peaceful with that person? Because you have karmic energy to work through. You think it's going to be peaceful living with yourself? Like, if you could replicate yourself, you're probably like, yeah, I could live with myself. Okay, go ahead. I want you to track somebody who's exactly like you. Okay? And this is what a twin flame kind of connection is where this person can be kind of like exactly like you soul-wise. They're literally like half your soul, right? That's what they say. But I do feel also that this person likes looking at the back of you, whether you're male or female. This person likes looking at your back. This person could have blonde hair, really nice shoulders, whether they're male or female. I feel like you have fallen in love with the duality of them, their shadow side and their light side, which makes you feel like this is genuine, true love. And I do feel like this person really does admire you and thinks that you are the most beautiful of them all. Really enjoys like doggy style with you, by the way, just letting you know. There. Okay. Now, with that position that came out there, with the Two of Swords energy coming up in the upright, you are going to be given a choice whether you stay or you go or you find somebody else. I don't know why I'm getting that energy as well. So it's almost like you have a couple different options, and it's like, what do you really want? Are you okay with going through these traumatic kind of situations with this person and continuously giving them time after time after time? Or are you wanting something different? Ultimately, it's truly up to you on what you want this breakthrough to really be like. You could also be seeing bees in connection. There's a lot of like bee energy right here. It looks like he's sucking the pollen out that flower right there. It looks like a wildflower or daisy. But I feel like this is going to lead to like a breakthrough with you. Okay? And I also feel like you may end up having a son who ends up having to be stronger than he needs to be because his father is still trying to figure out some shit. I don't know, I'm getting that energy as well. Because look, the little boy is holding the sword. Reminds me of the Page of Swords. But he's holding the sword right there. Very interesting energy. Wow. I just keep getting like, some of you guys could be bisexual. I don't know why I'm getting that energy, okay? Because her hair is straight here, but it's still blonde, okay? And then her hair is wavy here, like curly there, or something like that, but it's still long, and I don't know why I'm getting that these are the same people, but I don't know why I'm feeling like these two people are the same people. The feminine here, and then the masculine here. You may have had a dream. I had a dream like that one time. It freaked me the fuck out. It's like where I saw somebody, like in the, because I'm bi. So like I saw somebody like in their feminine. Like how they would look like as a female. And I was like, what the fuck? And then it transferred to like a different room and I saw them and it was like side by side. And I was like, is this like your sister or something? Or like, and it was like, no, this is them. And I was like, what? And it literally was like both sides, like the female and the masculine version of the person that I was seeing at the time. And I was like, what the actual fuck? You guys know I'm bi, so I was like, oh, damn, maybe there's something wrong with me, or like, what the fuck? But then I found out other people are having this dream too, you know? So it's like, I feel like, you know, it's almost like you are able to love both sides of them, which is very deep because, you know, actually the moon side, like their shadow aspect would be the moon, which is more feminine than the masculine side, which is the sun, right? So it's really interesting that they came out like this in this format. But that also brings me back to the twin flame energy as well for some of you guys. So you're probably like, oh, fuck, I don't want to hear about that anymore. I get it. But that's what I'm pulling in for you guys. So not necessarily somebody different, just a little bit more tidbit about what to expect and some kind of breakthrough happening here between you and your person and like how things are playing out. Maybe a general overall pull, and maybe there's somebody different, but it's like really, you really just want this person as well. But that's what I'm receiving for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you do want a private reading with me, feel free to book on my site. All my prices are significantly reduced now. You know, so feel free to check that out. On my site, I'm no longer offering like paid readings live stream. I'm not doing live stream anymore. And I'm not doing any free tarot live stream anymore. So in turn, I'm doing like more uploads, and then I'm also doing like content uploads, and then I'm also doing, you know, significantly reduced pricing for like my paid readings as well, okay? So that people can have the opportunity to book more often if they would like to, and to save money along the way, stuff like that. I'm able to offer that. And all of my readings are delivered within 24 hours. If you do want a same-day delivery for a reading, you do have to pay an additional $20. I do have a same-day delivery fee, but besides that, if you are willing to wait the 24 hours, then it's just standard pricing on there. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading, and until next time, bye for now, guys.